This adventure brought me to Stamford, Connecticut to explore this abandoned lighthouse. Stamford Harbor Lighthouse was built in 1882 and has been sitting abandoned since the late 1990s. I was able to tie my boat up to this rusty stairway. I have to be extremely quick in this exploration because I use the high tide to be able to reach the stairs. So I only have a few minutes inside to be able to safely reach my boat before the tide lowers. The lighthouse is a spark plug lighthouse design. It was built in Boston out of cast iron and shipped to Stamford, where it was bolted together on site. I don't think the seagulls were too happy that I was disturbing their peaceful spot. Here's a view of the light. Originally, this was a fixed red light, which had to be kept lit continuously by burning oil. Eventually, the light was fully automated in 1939. I wish I hadn't rushed so much so that I could have gotten some better videos up here, because there's really some great views of Stamford, the ocean around, and even the Manhattan skyline. Unfortunately, my camera couldn't pick up the skyline, but in person it was a great view. The lighthouse is only accessible by boat. Its remote setting made the lighthouse keeper's job be very lonely at times, and sometimes storms made it very dangerous. In 1953, the lighthouse was decommissioned by the Coast Guard. In 1955, the tower was sold to former mayor of Stamford, Thomas Quigley, for $1. He planned to make it a historic landmark. However, nothing really happened with the lighthouse until 1984, when it was purchased at auction for $230,000 by Eric Spector. He then spent $300,000 renovating the lighthouse, turning it into a private residence with a boat dock. However, his wife had an extreme dislike for boats, and they never spent a night at the lighthouse. He then put it up for sale for $1.1 million. He unfortunately passed away in 1998, and it was then taken off market. The lighthouse had been sitting ever since. Today, the lighthouse has been purchased by a non-profit organization which is in the process of renovating and preserving the lighthouse. Zooming in, my camera can barely pick up the Manhattan skyline. What a beautiful and amazing experience to be able to have some time exploring this abandoned lighthouse.